All right, welcome to Prerona Television Canada, and on behalf of Global Academy of Holistic Leadership and Coaching, and in collaboration of Global Scholarship and UIREC, we are very happy that we are conducting our Education, Immigration, and Recruitment Speaker Series. Today is our episode 21, and we have a special episode today. And we are very glad, in honor of International Women's Day, we are actually discussing women in education. So we are very delighted that we are having few distinguished guests with us, and they are our partners. We are working together to spreading the good vibes or good masses to our community. So we will be introducing our speaker, but before that, just to let you know, this particular session that we are conducting is we are honoring the wonderful women in our lives all over the world, and their commitment, their dedication, their sacrifices, and they're making, and we like to honor today's session for them. So today, March 8th, is International Women's Day, and all over the world they are celebrating this International Women's Day. Especially, our discussion today would be women in education. The person that or the individual that here with us is actually they are actually they're from the field of education. So we'll be discussing our session, how women are contributing in education, especially. So thank you very much, those who are following with us. Prerona Television Canada is a Canadian channel. It is run from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And Global Academy of Holistic Leadership and Coaching is a federal incorporated operating and also registered in Ontario and in Alberta. We are also having partners from Ottawa, Global Scholarship, and also UREC is another organization that we are collaborating with them. So we are very thankful that we are continuing our session, and we are also having a couple of individuals or guests today. So we'll be discussing the role of women in education. So before we start, we'd like to introduce our distinguished guests today, and we'll be introducing the first guest, which is none other than Dr. Rashida Suleiman, and she is a very distinguished person in the field of education, and she's based in Ottawa, Ontario, and in Canada, and she is the managing director and principal of Canadian Educational School, Ottawa, Ontario, and she has other involvement too, and she's very active in the community, doing a lot of activities, and she has past history of being a very good leadership field in different parts of the world. So we're very happy that Dr. Rashida Suleiman is with us. He's a role model for women in education. So we are very happy that she is with us. Before I give her the opportunity, I will also introduce another person who is Mr. Saurabh Barua. He is also from Ottawa, Ontario, and he is representing Global Scholarship. And he has a lot of experience helping the communities with his organization, Global Scholarship. And uh, he has a lot of experience in the field of education. So we like to also welcome Mr. Saurabh Barua, and this Mr. Global Scholarship is a collaborative platform that we are actually running this series. We're also very happy that we're having a couple of other persons also joined with us, and they are Sanjay Joshi from India, and we like to welcome you, and we're very happy that you are joined with us. We have also another person actually joined with us. He is Mr. Kausik Pasupuleti. Sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Mr. Kausik is also from Canada, I guess. So he's from Ontario, Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. So Mr. Kaushik is also with us. So today I would like to give Dr. Rashida Suleiman to give this opportunity to you. It is our honor. I humble myself to at least in honor of International Women Day to give this opportunity. Leader like you, can you introduce yourself and your role as a woman, and also encourage others how you are making like a change agent or being a change agent in the field of education. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mondol, for giving me this opportunity on this very special occasion. And thanks to all the others who have joined us. And I'm sure there are many listening on air. I have invited many members who would be just listening, will be silent spectators. Uzma Khan has just joined us. So, hi, Uzma. uh, before I could continue about the importance of today, I'd like to just introduce Uzma as well before I continue. Uh, Uzma is also very good, an inspirational leader. She is so wonderfully connected with the society. She believes that it's not only important to be to work for your own benefits, but she puts others' importance in front of her before she sees her benefits. So that is a unique quality in her. If I'm also the principal of Canada Knowledge Academy, so when I need Uzma, it's just a click of a button and she's never said no. So that is what leaders are all. They say leaders are not born, they are made. Some people say that leaders are made, not born. I don't know. It depends on everyone's perspective to see what they think, how they fit into this concept. But I strongly believe that leaders are both born as well as you grow with your professionalism. Like you have to move on. You can't say that I'm a born leader. So people should respect me because my parents are highly qualified. They've been leaders, so I'm also a leader. It doesn't happen. You have to earn. You have to earn that respect. You cannot demand respect. And I'm sure every woman who believes in this would agree to me this evening that leaders, though they might be born with those genes, you need to develop through your professionalism, through your experience, and through your open mindedness. You need to be risk takers. You need to face challenges. And today, though they say it is Women's Day, I don't think there is something different between a man and a woman. Though I'm a little I'm very concerned. Even in the coining of the word woman, the man has not left us. WOMAN. The man wants to feel, he feels actually so scared where I'm going to leave this woman. So he has tagged even in the coining of the name. So there's nothing different between a man and a woman. What I'm trying to say today is women empowerment is that we are on par. There is nothing that we are ahead of men or men are ahead of us. We are all together. We are all born to move together. In the past, before this concept of women empowerment, women were being harassed, women were told not to do these jobs, they were not allowed to come outdoors. So there were many leaders who fought in different parts of the world for giving this kind of freedom to women to speak in society, to speak as a leader. And when that concept was accepted unanimously all over the world, this concept of Women's Day came. But I personally believe that every day we must celebrate of being a woman or a man. We have to celebrate that we have life, that we are living, and we need to contribute something to this world. You see, the pandemic has made us has brought out a different perspective of life, and it has taught us so many things to think about which we had forgotten. We understood how important family is, how important it is to have values in life. and how important it is to think about others in our neighborhood, in our society. So leadership does not come of just standing in front on the stage and speaking voluminous just to connect with people. You need to actually do, and when you act, then people see that you are part of them. So today I believe that teamwork is the key to success. There's no woman or man. There's no woman empowerment without the man, and the man empowerment without the woman. We are all one team. We have to work together, and we have to develop this with an open mindedness. And I feel that youngsters, especially today, are all so wonderful. They all understand the importance. You will see more women in every category trying to be on par with men. So today, I think the concept is loud and clear. Every human being who is educated knows that there is nothing like a man or a woman. When we are together as professionals, we are a team of professionals. Like, look at this platform here. We have three men here and three women here. So we have equal, we are equal in number, even here on this platform. But we are all together. There is nothing like dividing and ruling. The Britishers have come and gone. That is their way of doing things. But in Canada, we have such a beautiful atmosphere of no matter who you are, you need to be connected. You need to reflect. You need to have happiness. You need to make others happy through your small actions. They say every drop makes an ocean. So every little act of kindness, every little gratitude you do, a little act of gratitude, a little connection you make, a simple connection like even saying thank you or sorry or please. If you make the day of that person, that is women empowerment. For me, there's nothing like a roller coaster to be a great woman or a great leader. Just talk and be together and be connected. For me, that is what is women empowerment. And we are here to love each other, to help one another, to share our expertise and knowledge. And I would love to bring all the students and all clients, whoever wants to come to Canada. I'm doing my best to help them to come here, not because I want them here for my own benefit. I want to see a beautiful future in them. I want to see a beautiful career in them because I know go east, go west. Canada is the best. These people are so loving. The government is so wonderful. They are there to support you. They are there to be with you all the time. And you have any problem, they are there to solve the problem for you. So what more do you need? People are so warm and welcoming. Schools and universities, you get the best of education. So what else? And you have a beautiful future. You have a beautiful career. So
Thank
welcome
you.
to Canada. We are here with open arms, and we will embrace you and welcome you for you to have a great future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before I go to Uzma Khan, actually, I would like to give an opportunity to Kaushik Pashpuleti. Um, if you want to say a few words about women, the today's day, actually, what as a man, what do you what why we are actually we are passionate, why we love.
Sure. Thanks, Edward. Okay, good evening all and good morning to India. I kind of slightly disagree with whatever Dr. Rashida madam said. Not whatever, but the only difference or disagreement which I have is that when she said women and men are at par, I don't agree. Women are much more superior to men. So,
Hmm.
so I mean, a big boo to all the women because I have a mother, I have a daughter, I have a wife, I have lots of women in my family, and I can just confidently say that whatever they are achieving at home or at work or outside in the world, and you don't have to look anywhere. You can look at Dr. Rashida as well, just for an inspiration. Look at what she's doing at her age and how much inspirational she is for all the people around. So again, yeah, sorry, madam, but women are much more superior to what men are. Uh, yeah, I mean, whether it is a working or housewife or an entrepreneur or a businesswoman, whatever. I mean, the way they handle things is much more superior, and we as a species, men are much more inferior to what you guys are doing. That being said, I wish you all a very happy Women's Day, and thank you for being part of our life. Thanks again.
Now
Thank
I
you.
would like to welcome Uzma Khan, and she has a lot of um, contribution to the community, and she's based in Ottawa, Ontario, and she is actually involved in many activities. I what I can say is she's a woman leader and a lot of leadership skill, been recognized and very supportive to the community. As Dr. Rashid has already mentioned, anytime you need anything, and she's always there. So thank you, Uzma Khan, for being with us. You are an inspiration. I would like to ask you to introduce yourself and your affiliation, where you are working, and what are the affiliations you have, and even right, say something about this woman, the about the Women Day, Women's in Education. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Edward Mandal. I really love your programs. I really like, it's every program I listen or episode I listen, like there is something new to learn. And I look so forward to your episodes and, your television, this one. And thanks a lot for inviting me. Now I would like, and thank you, Dr. Rashida. It's always, and the other people, the Joshi and Kaushik, thank you. My name is Uzma Khan. I'm an MBA in marketing. Okay. I have worked in Asia, Middle East, Europe, and North America in different leading universities. I have worked in engineering universities. I have worked in the hospitality, universities, those offering the programs in hospitality. And I also work in oil and gas sector, universities in oil and gas sector. Currently, I'm working in Carleton University in Institute of Cognitive Science, where we study brain. And beside my office work and all that, I'm mother of two teenager boys, and I live with my husband in Ottawa. Beside my regular work, what I learn in Canada, coming to Canada, importance of the volunteer work, how important it is. So currently I sit on the boards of various organizations. I'm director in Nelson House Shelter for Women and Children, and I'm also the president of Canada Pakistan Affiliated Chambers of Trade. I'm the vice president of Nepean Liberal Provincial Association, and I'm also on the board of Alive Education. So there, and I would like to wish all of our viewers, who are joining us today, a happy International Women's Day. Yesterday only we had a very successful event with a lot of MPs and activists and diplomats, where we talk about the women empowerment, right? And since I'm working in the education sector, so it's very, very important for me, the presence of women in education. When we always think about think about the education and the teachers and all that, first figure comes to your mind is always a female. That's what I say. And in 1800, like women started, their journey in this sector. So education is the most important. Is the tool that can change the world. I originally come from the country of Malala Yousafzai, right? So education, for women, if women want to be empowered, education is very important. Education is important actually for everyone. It's regardless of man and woman. And what Dr. Rashida was saying, it's so important. Like it's not, though it's today's a Women Day, I'm a very strong, believer of promoting women, bringing the women forward. But it's not just about being woman. It's about like what you bring to the table, right? You can be a woman and you can be a leader and you can make wrong choices or wrong decision, or you don't bring other women forward, or you can be a man or vice versa, right? So it is important, regardless of our gender. I hope like there's a day where the gender equality, and we don't have to discuss about the men or women, and every day is celebrated like humankind day, not International Women Day or a Man Day or something like that. So it is very important. So what you bring to the table, and when it comes to the sector like education, it is so sensitive because education can make you and break you. A right education can take you forward. It's give, and especially for women these days, if your women are educated, they have much control over their life, right? If you're educated, you will be a part of decision making, right? And we can make decision for the betterment of for women, moving forward and all that. So it is very important for women to to be present in the sector. And I think, and I highly, I have worked with such wonderful women. Like one of like is Dr. Rashida Suleiman. Like I learn every day from her. Working with her is like truly an honor and privilege.
Thank
And the way she speaks, I can listen to her for hours and hours. And when she speaks before me, I'm always confused and I'm like a little bit shy. I said, no, what I can do better than what Dr. Rashida has already said. And she is so dedicated. And this is what, like, the women in education is all about. Because we, most of us, those who are working in education sector, we are mothered by ourselves. So when the students are coming to us, we don't see them only as a student. When the student come to me or Dr. Rashida, we have like this, this motherhood and also instilled in us. So we say as our kids. When I help the student, when I talk to the student, I say like, what if my son or my daughter is in the same situation? What I would do for them? So I go to, always go an extra mile to help them to achieve their goals and all that. And we highly encourage, like, Canada is a beautiful country. As Dr. Rashida said, go east or west, Canada is the best. So we really want to empower, those people who are not in Canada, want to come to study and, make a life in Canada. Like, I'm all up for that. Whatever help I can provide, I'm ready to provide. If they have any questions, they want to come, they want to, they want to be connected to the other universities for the admission requirement and all this. So I am here, always to help along with Dr. Rashida, because I'm in her team as well. I'm also advisory board in her school board. So it is very important that, like, first education, and then foreign education, it really brighten up, like, it really widens, like, your thinking, how you live and what you think, what you want to do in your life. See, you always meet people who have traveled internationally. Like, you will see them, they are different than the people who just lived in their own country and they had the interaction. They had a very limited interaction, right? When we go abroad, we bring good things with us and we learn the good thing from the other cultures and other countries. And same in the education. If you do, I would never recommend someone even for doing from bachelor's to their PhD in a one single university. I highly encourage all the students to to go to other universities. If you do a bachelor in one university, go for master in other university. If you can go abroad for the PhD, that's like excellent. You will learn like different kinds of you will meet professor, the research opportunities, and how the teaching style is different from one country to another. And even if bachelor, it's not necessary that everybody can afford to go travel abroad and all that. Even if you can take a semester to some other university, please do that. It's really, really very important. And especially for women, the traveling gives you a lot of confidence and you can prove yourself to the world, like what you can bring on the table. So to me, it's very, very important, like, to bring women forward. I'm all support for, for women. I can do in I try to do in my, little own capacity, whatever I can do to bring women forward. And the thing is that, like, what I like working with Dr. Rashida, we, the group of women we are not competitors. We are partners. We help each other. I'm not scared. Like, even if I have a bad experience, it will never stop me bringing another woman forward. Because I strongly believe, when women are good and they are good at something, the way they And the other, Mr. Kaushik said. So I agree. If the man is good at something and the woman is good at something,
They
the
call
way the women they do things is totally like game changer. So I'm all up for that. And this my experience is coming with so many wonderful women, including Dr. Rashida, how she manages her school, her class, and everything. So it is very important. So we are here. So any which way, we can help. We are here to help and bring any women forward. They have any question, please, connect with
Thank you.
us, and we would love to help. Thank you, Edward. You
Thank you so much.
I love to listen. When you talk, and your programs are excellent. You are doing an excellent job. Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to, before I go to Sandhya, because just a balancing, I would like to ask Mr. Saurabh Borua to introduce himself. He's from Ottawa, uh, but I would like to ask one question to him after your introduction, because you also based in Bangladesh. So about the role of the country in terms of women in education. So if you can focus that one when you are introducing yourself after that, that what is going on there in Bangladesh? Because I heard a little bit about from Uzma from Pakistan. Now I would like to hear what is going on in Bangladesh. And then after that, Sandhya will tell a little bit about India, what is going on in India. So we'll have a balance. We know from Canada, from Dr. Rasida, we know from Uzma from Pakistan, means although she is in Canada, but a little bit about Pakistan, and Shourab from Bangladesh, and then Sandhya from India. So it's kind of we have a global perspective of what is going on all around the world. So I will ask Mr. Borua to introduce yourself and briefly, I'll give you 3 minutes for doing that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Edward. And hi, everybody. It's International, I mean, Women's Day greetings to everybody. This is Shaurav from Global Scholarship Asia Pacific region. Uh, mm, so, which one actually Edward asked me specifically? Um, First of all, uh, I can share my experience. Actually, I had the opportunity to work in here in Bangladesh development sector. I mean NGO, non-government or charity activities, and I had opportunity to work with North American, I mean Canadian charity organization or non-profit organization. I mean, it's related to my previous work. I mean, development activity. So I have seen the scenario of I can say Dr. Rashida already briefly described, and Uzma and Kaushik also contribute a lot. I mean, gender perspectives scenario or I mean status. But here in I can share my experience in Bangladesh because I'm from Bangladesh. Uh, uh, I mean, still the gender is an issue is globally, especially in third world country. I mean, developing country or underdeveloping country is very emerging issue in exist in society. There is a discrimination and violation of human rights, that kind of issues is exist over there, and especially in Bangladesh right now, everybody knows that, I mean, Rohingya refugee issue is a big issue, and I say uh, mm, I mean, right now there is a big refugee camp I mean, in here in Bangladesh. A large number of people displaced their home country. Right now is staying in Bangladesh. I mean, from Myanmar. So the Rohingya refugee camp, I several times I had visited in a refugee camp, and near the adjacent community, which called host community. I mean Bangladeshi adjacent community. So I have seen there are lots of discrimination is over there. Uh, it's a different scenario, especially whenever we are talking about, I mean, first world country. I mean, Canada or something like that. It's really really different. I mean, uh, in education in I mean in Bangladesh, still government is there is an I mean positive discriminatory quota system. I mean Bangladesh government and other agencies, they are trying to promote the women education in Bangladesh. And especially whenever I'm talking about, I mean, Rohingya refugee camp, there is also, I mean, several UN organizations and even Bangladesh government also trying to boost up the, I mean, women empowerment and related to, I mean, women education. All those things are going on. Uh, Okay,
Thank you.
it's a different observation. I think here I see few people from our subcontinent. So I think everybody has that kind of experience to similar to me. It's really, really, I mean, different observation from here in Bangladesh, especially Bangladesh rural community. There is an still their I mean awkward or backward situation in terms of women education. But on the other hand, is government is trying to boost up the situation, and they are promoting quota and different, I mean, stipend, scholarship, different positive initiatives government has taken, and it's working. I can share my experience due to my working relevancy with the global scholarship. Is I mean, in higher education, women are always I mean, I can share my Google Analytics report. When I see my website analytics, there I see, I mean, a big number of women. I mean, they are searching for higher education, study abroad, and a scholarship.
Mr.
So
Boru, I think due to time, I think I would like to ask,
yeah,
I will be back again, but I would like to ask Miss Sandhya Joshi from India, if you like to introduce yourself and let us know what is going on in India. India is a large country. I think more than 1.4 billion people, I guess 3 or 4 billion people are there. So, and India's economy, the emerging economy. So I'd like to hear from you about India. A lot of women are there, so I would like to hear from you. Thank you. If you can unmute yourself and carry on.
Thank you, Ed, this platform. I'm really excited to be part of this. So yes, my name is Sandhya. I come from India. I am a hotelier by profession. So I've worked with the premier hotel chain in India, Oberoi Hotels, for over 16 years, and now I have my own company, which is what I call the Learning Studio. And through the Learning Studio, I mean, Dr. Rashida has touched upon it, Uzma has touched upon it, that education is extremely important. So what I do here is I promote, soft skill development amongst students of hotel schools and otherwise, because in India, as rightly said by Edward, India is a huge country, and you see a big divide. You see glimpses of developed countries in major cities, yet there are pockets where there is a lot of development that needs to be done, right? So through my company, which is the Learning Studio, that is what I endeavor to do. I travel to these pockets, okay, the suburbs of major cities, and then I provide this platform to these talented students who have the talent but may not have the soft skills. So that's my primary goal, that I need to give them an opportunity where they can learn, develop, and become better professionals. So a lot to do in hospitality. When we talk about India as a nation, I think, see, if you go back to Indian history, you will see Indians have always given an equal status to women, right? Of course, then there have been times where we had the Parda system and the Sati and all of that came in. But largely, I think as a civilization, as a culture, we believe in equality. And it is very, very evident today as well in today's time. You have a lot of women achievers, or you have CEOs, chairmen, general managers, top actresses. I mean, you name it, whatever, doctors, policemen, army officers, you name it, and you have women showing their presence everywhere. And well, I also believe, like all of you, that we are no less. You know, we could be better, but we are no less than any other gender that may be. So yeah, that's what it is in regards to India. And of course, and when I talk specifically about hotels, when I joined the industry 20 years back, I remember my batch of 170 students hardly had about 40 ladies, and the rest were all men. But today I see the percentage increasing. So that was about 25%. But today you see the percentage has become at least 50. You see a lot more girls joining hotels. And I remember when I joined, the profession was looked down upon. A lot of people thought a girl working in hotel is not a nice thing, but that has changed over the years, because people have started frequenting these five-star hotels and they see what actually happens there. From that perspective, it is no longer looked down upon when a girl decides to join the hotels. And even in the hotel, it's funny that a lot of times when you have an irate guest, your boss will come and say, you know what, people soften when they see a lady. So we want more ladies. And my ex-boss, which is Mr. P.R.S. Oberoi, the executive chairman of Oberoi Hotels, he's always believed in women empowerment. He says, I want to see more women grow. Because it is believed, right, that if a woman is educated, if a woman is strong of the house or the company, the rest is taken care of. Then you don't need to worry about others. But if the woman is not educated, if the woman is not the right personality or the right character, then all hell breaks loose. So I think women definitely play a very, very important role in the society. And it's not, and because of our mental emotional strength, God has gifted us the privilege of giving birth, right, bringing life into the earth. Why do men not have that? Right? There has to be a reason, right? So I think we are maybe better, if not equal, maybe better than men, and we are no less, for sure.
Thank you so much. The last two before time, I have another program. Sorry for today. We will be very brief. I will be giving opportunity to Dr. Rashida first to say a few words, and then Uzma again to few words, because I think you have a lot of experience here in Canada. So I would like to hear from you your gist or summary. What masses you would like to give to everyone? So Dr. Rashida and then Uzma. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, Edward. It was wonderful hearing Uzma and Sandhya talking so beautifully about the importance and the role of women in society, especially coming from India or from Pakistan or from Canada. Women, their basic qualities will remain the same. Be it in India, be it in Pakistan, where you put them in a desert, they will still have those woman like qualities. They will still think of others, they will put others before they think about themselves, because that is a woman, always ready to sacrifice herself for others. As Kaushik said, his mother, his wife, his sister-in-law, whoever the women he's met in his life, they've always put themselves behind, and they've put the men ahead of them, because they want to work for others instead of first working for themselves. And that is a beautiful quality we women have. But I'm not biased, especially gender bias. I am not. I feel that men have some unique qualities which we cannot match them sometimes. Maybe sometimes yes, maybe sometimes no. They are brave, they are bold, they are courageous. Yes, we are as well. But some men, they have, like, supposing you're going on like in a wood, if supposing you're in Canada and you're passing through woods, and you have some attack on you, Definitely, as a woman, we would not like to get out. We would not be the first one to get out of the car. Our men, whoever is there, would first get out or try to protect the women in the car. So they have that, I am the leader, I am the boss kind of a thing. But that doesn't mean that we are less. We are there to be with them and to be ahead, if not behind. We are together. The only message I want to give to everyone who's listening today, just learn to respect women. Don't bully them. Don't try. You are not inferior. No one is inferior. But by trying to bully or harass them, you're trying to tell in through your actions, because they say actions speak louder than words. When you try to bully them or try to harass them or try to be louder than them, it's just trying to prove that you are inferior. And that is not the perspective of life. Perspective of life is to spread happiness. So this message to everyone who's listening, let's work together. Be it a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. We all need to make this world a better place to live in. The pandemic has opened our eyes. We need to help one another. Do not hesitate, whether it's a man or woman there needing help. If you have the means and if you can do it, just stretch your hand. Move one step forward, and you'll find that the other person feels so warm and welcoming when you do that. Put your shoulder against his shoulder. It may be his or her shoulder. There is nothing wrong if you have the intention to help. Just help, and just respect women, whatever role they adapt to, whether they are in the hotel industry, whether they are janitors, whether they are nurses. Oh, the frontline workers, they have done a great job. I salute everyone,
Thank
whoever
you.
has been on the front line. We need to really applaud for them for what the great job they have done, be it a man or woman. The frontline workers have done wonderful. So respect everybody, and you will see there is a place for everyone. We are one family, one world, one family.
Thank you so much. I would like to ask Uzma Khan, please, if you like to share your few words. I know you have a lot of experience and you had a lot of leadership role there. You already played different. So, what is your actually message to all of us?
I'm originally from Pakistan, as I already mentioned. So my message, as Saurabh, and I clear, I totally agree with Saurabh that there is still, there is inequalities in our countries, especially in the third world countries, towards the women. There's a bias, there's a judgment, and all this that we have a lot of work to, to do on that. Though women have they have come forward, I totally agree with Cynthia, but still there's a lot. If you see today, I'm sitting here because I had a very liberal father. In our countries, you don't get the rights when you are born. Your rights are given by the man in your family. It's your father, it's your brother, then it's your husband, then it's your son. If I'm sitting here, I have a very liberal father who let me travel alone and for the studies and for work. And then I have my husband who allowed me to work and all that. But he's very liberal. I didn't have to take a permission from him or something like that. But I'm saying, like, they are born liberal men who are all up for the women empowerment and all this. So my message to the parents, especially for the girls, please allow them to study whatever they want to do in their life. Let them do, support them, and you will see, like, how they will make you proud. So it is very important to encourage women, respect them, and trust, especially in the women from the third world countries. When we come forward or they're trying to come forward, it's not an easy task, it's double, right? We have to fight with our own families, we have to fight with our own society and all that. So it's like, it's very hard for them. It's not an easy journey. Even if today I am sitting, I know my husband is liberal, my father was liberal, my brother was all supportive, you know but I know how the society treats you. So it's very important if we just take a small step. Like if today if any father listening to me or a brother listening to me, they say, okay, today I will support my sister in her journey towards the to achieve to get education, to get higher education, for the work and all that. It is very important. When women we go and we know that, like, we have a support of our family, and in any matter, like any human being, if you know that you have a support of your family, your confidence level and what you can bring on the table is totally different,
Thank
right?
you.
So it is very important, and this is my message. And again, I wish everyone a happy International Women's Day, and we look forward to the future where we don't have to celebrate this day, and we all are equal. Thank you, Edward, once again.
Yeah, thank you. Right. I have just before I end, I just like to say that I got a lot of inspiration from my mother, from my grandmother. I learned honesty. I learned like how their like sacrifices their life. So there's a lot of things that we learn from the women. Thank you very much. Those who are following with us, Prerona TV, Global Academy of Holistic Leadership, UIREC, and Global Scholarship, and with the help of support of Canadian Educational School from Ottawa. It is a wonderful privilege with you uh, to share our thoughts, and I hope you are blessed. And we pray to Almighty, the One, the Creator, to bless you all and stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.